Today I'll show you two ways to connect your digital converter box to one of these older tube style TVs. These older TVs go by many different names. Sometimes people call them a box style TV or a tube TV or a CRT television. And these are the older style TVs that have an analog tuner, so they're no longer usable to receive over-the-air television because all TV signals are now digital, but that doesn't mean that these TVs are useless. You can still connect a modern digital converter box and use them to watch television on. Digital converter boxes came along during the 2009 analog to digital TV transition, where all analog TV signals were converted to digital. And at that time, many people still had these older tube-style televisions which had an analog tuner in them. And at that point, the tuner inside your TV was no longer usable to receive over-the-air broadcasts with a TV antenna. So the digital converter box was necessary because it allowed you to receive digital broadcast signals while still being able to watch them on your older analog tube-style television. But even in this modern day and age, digital converter boxes are still very handy, and so are these older tube-style televisions. If you have one kicking around the house, you can actually use it as a secondary TV in a bedroom. All you have to do is connect the digital converter box to it, and it'll still work just fine. Now, no matter how old or new digital converter boxes are, they pretty much have the same connections on the back. So the methods I'm going to show you today will work for just about any digital converter box out there. Now, if you're connecting this digital converter box to a modern flat screen television, you're probably going to use the HDMI out. That way you get the high definition picture. But an analog tube style television doesn't have a high definition picture. It's standard definition. So your two options are to either use this RF out plug right here, which will send the picture and sound to channel 3 or 4 on your television, or if your TV has these yellow, red, and white plugs, these are known as RCA composite video, or sometimes they're called AV jacks. You can send the picture and sound to your TV through these plugs. The first set of connections you can make are using these RF in and out ports here. The RF in port will always be used for your TV antenna, whether you're using an indoor or outdoor antenna. The cable from your TV antenna always goes here, and that is where your digital converter box will receive your over-the-air signal from, and then it will send it out through this white cable to either channel 3 or 4 on the RF out port. So you want to connect this to the RF out port on your digital converter box, and the other end of this gets connected to the coaxial input on your TV. Sometimes it's labeled 75 ohm or RF in. You connect it there, and then you're going to find your picture on either channel 3 or 4 on your television. And with everything connected, we'll turn the TV on. And it's on channel 1 right now. We'll go to channel 3. That's where the signal's modulated to. Show you that here. If you go to channel search, you can change the modulation to channel 3 or to channel 4. So now I switched it to channel 4, and there it is there. Now, one thing you want to do is make sure that the picture is set to 480p resolution in the menu. That's found in the picture menu, and that will ensure the best quality picture on this older type of TV. And after that, it pretty much works like a modern day flat screen television, except the picture is standard definition, not high definition. Now, your next connection option, if your TV has these RCA composite video or AV jacks, is to use these plugs. You just match them up, yellow to yellow, red to red, white to white, and your TV antenna will always connect to the RF in, because that's where the over-the-air signal is received by your digital converter box. And then the other end of these plugs get plugged into your television. Now, sometimes these older CRTs don't have the red, so you're only going to use the yellow for video, and the white is the left mono sound. So you can just leave the red plug off if your TV doesn't have one, just like this one I'm showing you here. Well, you're not going to believe this, but this TV actually died right in the middle of me filming this video. This was my only CRT that had those RCA video jacks on the back. The other TV you saw earlier doesn't have any. So unfortunately, I can't show you the picture. But what you're going to look for is an input on your TV that either says video or AV, and you'll switch to that input, and that's where you'll find the picture if you use those yellow, red, and white RCA plugs. Sorry about that.